What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon Harris, your Executive President of the Howard University Student Association, coming to you once again with another HUSA 51 update. As many of you know, HUSA has been working on making structural changes to the administration that will be conducive to student input and a consistent dialogue among administrators, faculty, and staff. What we decided to do is regroup and reconvene the Students First campaign. This is called Students First 2.0. HUSA is doing this in conjunction with the Office of the President, and this has many tenets that are involved with it. One of the major things we plan to do with Students First 2 is actually sustain the HUSA grants. For the past 2 years, HUSA grants have been funded between IFAC and alumni donations solicited by President Roubeau. What we want to do is make HUSA grants a self-sufficient, fiscally sustainable program. So what we propose is to raise the $15 semester IFAC fee to $30 a semester. What this will do will give the HUSA grant program a year $700,000 to allocate. This will sustain the program, and then on top of the additional funding we'll raise from the president, will make the program very robust and accessible and efficient for all students. Another major tenet of our Students First 2 campaign is the development of a pre-alumni association. HUSA 51 recognizes that this university cannot progress to where it seeks to progress until we maintain a strong bond between alumni and students and make sure that alumni are contributing at a much higher rate than they are now. So what we plan to do is establish a pre-alumni association, which one will be able to make sure that students have a channel to talk to alumni for funding for specific student projects and student initiatives, and also will maintain a relationship of networking with students and make sure that students are supportive of alumni when they leave. One of the biggest things on our platform last year were HUSA focus groups to make sure that we are consistently engaged in the student body for our ideas and sentiments towards the university, HUSA, and Howard University as a whole. What we plan to do this upcoming Monday, February 6th, in the Blackburn Ballroom at 7 p.m. is have a HUSA focus group with Dr. Cindy Roubeau and other administrators from Howard University. The purpose of this focus group is to really figure out what is it going to take for students to be placed first at Howard University. The title of this focus group is called Howard University Students Are Placed First When Blank, and we want you to come and fill in that blank. There'll be free food provided, and it'll be more of a listening session for the administrators instead of them just talking down to you from a podium. We have been working throughout this year with the Somalia Relief Fund group to actually raise funds to support the famine that's going on currently in Somalia. Next Thursday, we'll be hosting a showcase, a talent showcase with Mary Baraka, Afro Blue, and it will be entitled Internal Voices, A Night with the Legends. The purpose of this event is to bring together all different various art forms, entertainers, and students to really show that the Howard University legacy is still well and alive and is active in the community. And we plan to raise over $10,000 for Somalia. Tickets are $10 with a student ID and $15 without. All the proceeds will go to Somalia. And with that being said, Darian and I understand that our tenure here is coming swiftly to an end, and we are now on the eve of another campaign season. We wish all the candidates good luck in your endeavors and your campaigning, and remember, you're about to take the mantle of leadership at a time when Howard is going through monumental shifts. Administrators are leaving, new processes and initiatives are being developed, and the mantle of leadership will fall on your shoulders. Remember, whether it's campaigning on the yard, whether you get elected and you're in committee talking to Dr. Roubeau, everything you do should be for the students. So remember that the student's voice is on your shoulders. Thank you and good luck.
What's going on, everyone? This is Darian Henson, your Executive Vice President of the Howard University Student Association, 51st Administration. Just here to give you a few updates. With the HUSA grant initiative, we know a lot of students that have gotten HUSA grants had issues with their community service hours, being that right now the stipulations at 25 community service hours equals your satisfaction of the requirement for HUSA grants. What we're working on now is working with the Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Griffin, as well as the Office of the Chapel, in order to find a new way for students to be involved in the community. It's going to be called the HUSA Service Corps. The HUSA Service Corps is going to use the already established networks within Howard University to strengthen our ties with the university as well as the students that have the HUSA grants. The university is going through many changes, not only academically, but structurally, with administrators leaving and the face of Howard changing. To be involved in that process, we have established with our Student First 2 component entitled the Academic and Student Affairs Advisory Committee. In this committee, which constitutes about 18 faculty, staff, administrators, and students, key students, and their role is to be an advisory committee to the president to make sure that all of the key issues, all the key changes that go on in the university have a student voice, have a faculty voice, and have a staff voice, so that all the key stakeholders of the university are involved in all the major policy decisions of the university. It's come to our attention that the graduate students of Howard University don't feel as involved as some of the undergraduate students feel in our advocacy efforts and initiatives. We understand, and we like to apologize for you not feeling involved. To address it, both Brandon and I are taking precautions to not only have a town hall later this month to address graduate student issues specifically, and I are also going to adjust the executive branch to include a graduate representative so that the graduate needs are not just heard and not just talked about, but addressed in a timely fashion. If you have any concerns, any issues, or you need to reach out to us, please email us at hustudentasociation@gmail.com. Again, that's hustudentasociation@gmail.com, or just stop by and we'll be happy to see you and get any of your issues rectified, because as we always say, every student concern is a HUSA concern.